Yeah, what's going on, homies? It is TEKTRO-TRP here, and I'm about to do a brake change as well as a line drain and then a line fill on the hydraulic disc brakes on my Aerial Rider X-Class 52V. So basically, it's a really easy process. It's not too tricky to do it, and it's something that you can definitely take care of by yourself in probably under an hour. So I'm about to go through on the back brakes here, and I got my tools set up initially. Got a T15 star head screwdriver here, got a regular Phillips head screwdriver here, and then these guys are going to be the brake pads I believe I showed you a moment ago. We're going to be replacing in there. And then I've also got my syringes here, which is what we are going to use to drain the actual lines itself. So I'm about to use that star head screwdriver there to open up the actual bolt piece, and then I'm going to go get in there and get this new fluid in. So check it out. So one thing you're going to want to make sure to have plenty of is light. So I went ahead already and wiped this piece down, and I'm going to go ahead in here and unscrew this little piece here. So you should be able to see it pretty good. It should come out pretty easy. Again, you want to wipe away any loose debris or anything that might be floating around there. Boom, that is out. Make sure to set this in a dedicated spot. So I got my little rag here. Now I'm going to go ahead and attach the syringe. So this we're basically going to be able to pull out all of the hydraulic fluid that is in there once we open up the other one as well. And I like to do this prior to actually taking out the brake pad, so that if the actual little sliding brake pieces that clamp down on the pads do come out, then you're not going to have a bunch of fluid sort of leaking out all over the floor. So that's the first step there. Okay, so coming over to this side here, we're going to actually have to move over where the gear shifter is. Come up underneath here. There it is. Right, loosen that up a little bit. You don't want to get that too loose too. You do not need to take that whole thing out. This is basically just going to give us access to the hydraulic mineral oil reservoir right here. The next step is going to be to take out this little bolt here. So now, because we are going to be pushing all the fluid out of here, I've also gone ahead and made sure that this is all the way open. So once we actually push this, it's going to run everything through this line all the way down. And then this bad boy is going to go ahead and fill up with the fluid. So I'm going to get that T15 star bolt again, get up over here, actually undo. I'm going to have to move this out of the way a little more. Get in there, start undoing this guy here. Great. Okay. Cool. There's our little reservoir. So we go ahead now and screw on the other syringe. Okay. So we got our syringe here, get the plunger all the way open. We go ahead and screw this bad boy right into there. Boom. And then we're pushing down through here. Going to pressurize this line. And then our other syringe should be actually filling up on the bottom side, which it is. This plungers all the way down under the syringe here. You can see all that nasty brake fluid in there. Yuck. Cool. So now back over here, I'm going to go ahead and pull this plunger all the way back up again. And then I'm going to give that one more pass to make sure that everything is all cleared out. Cool. That's on there. Come back over here. Give that a nice push. And looks like we got everything on the first one. Okay, so our next step here, go ahead and get this bolt, or this pin rather. Boom. got that pin out of there. I'm going to go ahead and detach the actual brake itself. This will allow us access into, boom, 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 boom. So got that guy there, and because we already got that pin out of there, this should pop out somewhat easily. Okay, so we got going on here. You can see how it's super compressed. So you're gonna have to get the actual little gauge and then get in there. Okay. So the kit comes with this little tool. So we stuck that in there, and that actually got a little piece pressed back in. So now we should be able to just pop out the brake pads themselves once we pull this sucker out of here. Boom, we have the brake pads there. You can go ahead and just pull that out, and then we'll open back up that little spot and wipe it down a little bit too. Okay, great. So now we have this little spacer inserted in here, and that's going to keep the appropriate width for when we actually put the brake pad in. So now we're going to go ahead and put these syringes back in, and we're going to actually pump in the new fluid. So that is our reservoir hole right there. So we're just going to reattach the little syringe. Okay, so now we have our new fluid all loaded up into the syringe. We're about to screw this guy right into here. Let's see if we can just potentially position it out, and we need 2 hands for this one. Okay, so now we have gone back and forth with the fluid through the lines a couple times, and we're going to go ahead and unscrew this top one where we already have our bolt all lined up into the star driver. Let's bad boy up and open. There we go. I'm somewhat quick with that. So, make sure that's nice and tightened down. Okay, so now our next step is going to be to take off this syringe here. Make sure that's all nice and full. Great. I'll pull this sucker out. Cool. It's all tightened down. A nice rub on the rag. So now we're going to go ahead and do the actual brake alignment here. So for this, we're going to need the Allen wrench, some new routers on here. So I've had these suckers for a minute. I'm going to do a lot of tandem riding, so definitely not in the best shape they could be in. And for lining, you just want to kind of look, make sure that they're lining up right, and you'll actually be able to hear too if it scrapes. We'll give it a little spin. So we'll go ahead and do that now. So we need to tweak that a little bit. I think that might be the sweet spot right there. Need that loose tight. So not perfect on the alignment there, but I think that'll be okay for right now. And then I'll make a couple tweaks and adjustments over the next couple days as I get riding on it. And that's basically the brake change procedure right there for the Tektro hydraulic disc brakes, and should be pretty safe riding.